You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Normally I'd wait a little bit, but I don't really care to wait today. Alright. Alright. I did do some of the warden activities after I ended my stream yesterday. I played on my own for a little bit and just kind of officially went through the joining process. Don't remember it being that violent, but I guess it was. So, it crashed! Hold on a minute. Ordnance really just does not like my computer. I know that was unnecessarily a lot. I'm not being healthy today, I'm drinking coffee. Because, yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now, I don't remember what I was doing. I did do a couple things, though. Okay.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the
I guess
recruit
I
I met
am.
earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Of the fucking three of us, I am the only motherfucker that made it.
Every
Thank
Grey
you.
Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey
Also,
Wardens
I
and
know I
I
could
draw the
technically,
Darkspawn
like,
into
use
charging
those.
our lines, and then
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
to
cover.
flank the Darkspawn. I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
Not, you know, not Duncan. I'll do my
You
best.
rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes,
And
Caleb.
that is how you die.
Glorious moment for us all.
I don't
You heard
remember
the
if
plan.
Loghain is a bad
You
guy or
and Alistair
not.
will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he... standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I know this is like a lot of unnecessary cutting in and out, but you're gonna have to wait. Okay, there we go. I agree with Alistair, we should be in battle. I do agree with
That is not
Alistair.
your choice. If King Cailan wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it, I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no. Me shimmying down the Darkspawn line? Sure. We could kill them while they roll around laughing.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Where will you be?
I will be fighting beside the king with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Again, at his
There are more?
request. We will signal you when the
I've
time
only
is
ever
right.
seen me and fucking
Alistair
Alistair.
will know what to look for.
Okay. Alright.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan. May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Alright. I wanted to adjust my seat a little bit. Alright. Can I talk to him? This dog guy over here? Can I talk to the dog guy? Wait, where are we supposed to go? Don't remember. At the beginning, talk of the Tower of Ishval. Okay, but okay, all right. I'm on the same page. Took me a minute, but I'm here. Oh.
Here.
There we go. Ew. God, just look at that big fucker. Back here.
Archers!
Oh my God, you see him running?
Hounds!
What the hell?
For Ferelden!
Kill the dogs, come on.
Let's cross the bridge and... Ow!
Push them back! You will fall! I'm in
Poor dogs. You can't just do that.
Help me. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower. It's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
It will be done. You have forced my hand!
Still thinking about that dog.
Of course.
I know I should be up here, but
Take me!
Yes.
And now I'm out of coffee.
As you say. It will be done. As you say. Of course. Flee while you can! I knew we could not lose! As you say.
Ooh, wait a minute. What was that? Take that. That is your thing now. Fairly certain I have the best stuff that I can have right now. Alright.
Yes.
We must get to the top of the tower.
Yes.
Insufficient skill. What? Do you have sufficient skill? Probably not. Ah! Another level up? Why did it say level up? Oh, I can get 2 more. I didn't know that. Flaming weapons, frost weapons. Friendly fire possible. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 We don't want that. Shit, I guess all of them are friendly fire possible at this point. Okay. I've got quite a bit, quite a bit more. Alright, try some of my new ones.
Alright, let's go!
Oh my god. I'm sorry, when your mother calls, you have to answer. I'm trying to be a semi-callable child. You have found a gift. What? You have found a gift. You can give it to one of your party members by opening inventory and switching to party menu or right-clicking on the item, selecting gift radial menu. Each party has a favorite type of gift. Wait. You have found a gift. You can give it to one of your party members by opening the inventory menu, switching to the party member, then right-clicking on the item. What did I get as a gift, though? Okay. Now I understand. Health food. Alright, so we took a long way. What's the goal?
It will be done. Of course. Yes.
On the Grey Warden! Yeah! Let's have at it! Yeah! Ah! Yeah!
Make us pray.
Ooh.
What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here. Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Okay. Then let's go. New screenshot. I swear to God, if we get like yelled at for being late, that's a signal.
You wanna die, don't This is it!
Alright.
These are vile and tainted creatures.
Well.
Very well. Yes.
You know, that big fucking, those big fucking noises kind of are stressing me out a little bit, not gonna lie.
We must strike quickly! You okay for that? Yes. Another point.
Alright. My neck is really hurting me. I know, I'm complaining, but it's fine. I'm in my own house, I'm allowed to complain. I'm not used to like sitting up straight.
Charge as soon as we light the signal.
Playing games because I was playing
king is
controller, which I know is
depending on
bad,
us.
but like. Oh God, I have a lot of stuff. I should put that on. Alright.
Darkspawn! Beware! There is no hope for you now! Very well. Let us end this quickly! All right, let's go! And back!
Of course.
We must strike quickly!
That lever over there! Seize the hound!
You have forced my hand! You dare!
Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you what.
I would love nothing more than to release this lever. It's gonna be dark. Alright. Every one of these motherfucking doors is gonna have darkspawn through it.
Very well. Will be done. As you say. Yes.
I'm debating on if it's going to be easier just to click these, in all honesty.
Very well. Will be done. As you say.
Let us end this quickly!
Go.
As you say.
Can't unlock. That sucks. Great sword. Is that what you already have? Great iron. So wait, is there a difference between the gray iron and regular iron? There is. Okay. Alright. Loading. Oh, cutscene. Oh, big boy. Ugh. You're ugly.
These are vile and tainted creatures.
Yeah!
Cut loose! The beacon is over here. Surely missed the signal.
Inventory full. Okay, actually.
Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
Fucking wait, Alistair. There you go. There you go.
Very well.
I just picked up something. Requires 22. Shit. What level of strength are you? Fuck! You're so close. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and just do that. When his next level up comes around, I'll just have to put one towards strength, which I would have done anyway, but still.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Why are you retreating?
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Why are you retreating, though? Like, was the beacon to retreat? I didn't think the beacon was to retreat. Did I fucking miss something? Was that beacon to retreat? Oh.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue? Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well. The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before, yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke. Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal. You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I will stay and make something to eat.
God.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure. Duncan's dead. The Grey Wardens. Even the King. They're all dead. Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
It really has.
If you know what is good for you, I suppose you should. All that I wish you to do is what you are meant to do. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Because
Now
he's
that
a bitch.
is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
Me, I am just an old woman who lives in the wilds. I know nothing of blights and darkspawn.
Well, whatever Loghain's insanity, he obviously thinks the Darkspawn are a minor threat. We must warn everyone this isn't the case.
And who will believe you? Unless you think to convince this Loghain of his mistake.
He just betrayed his own king. If Al Eamon knew what he did at Ostagar, he would be the first to call for his execution. I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help. The Jarl would never do what Teyrn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Al Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself. Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help
Dwarves,
us during a
elves,
blight.
and then
I
mages,
may
because
be
apparently
old,
those are the
but
three.
dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens. No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears. Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself.
I need something from my
for
bag.
a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so? I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval. Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Morrigan approves, Alistair approves. And Alistair can level up. Give me that strength. More constitution. We'll go ahead and do that, actually. Okay. Alright, taunt, threaten. Okay, so actually he has a lot of points in weapon and shield, which means I need to put him back at weapon and shield. I also can go ahead and give him that. Alright, and more again. I don't think there is really anything I can give you. What stuff do you have? I don't think I can give you anything better than what you've got. Okay. Character record. More again. You have really high magic and willpower. Alright. Yes. That one is glowing, so I guess we will go there.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
But you did shirk your duty, you
The
fucking
Banner
left.
will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
You're being a bitch.
Van Tegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Van Tegan, my father is doing what is best.
No,
Did
he's
he
not.
also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
I do have water. Dog! Dog! Hello, dog. Hello, friend. Oh, they're not friendly. Okay.
These are vile and tainted creatures.
Oh, this
Let's have at it! As you say.
Wags toe happily in pants. Oh, you're covered in blood, honey.
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
He's sweet. Yay! Dog. Ah, I get a name? I get to name the dog? Oh, I don't, Bernard. Hello. Hello. One of your party has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. As you improve relations with the Prime Minister, head back to camp, speak with them. They'll be much more willing to open up with you. They don't have to worry about death around every corner. You'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track your party's approval ratings by using the orange bar at the bottom of your character records. Okay, so neutral, a little bit approve. So, whoa, they can desert you? Okay. Distractions have occurred. Wait, there was... I feel like there's a flower back there I could have harvested. Yes. Where am I venturing?
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers!
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Still got.
Well, can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules. Did he say he's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point.
Big head, no thoughts.
Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways. You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today. Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
That's a lot of things.
Oh, back, are you? I thought we settled things nice and amicably with you wardens.
Did we?
Shame you feel that way. We're not inclined to give up our spot just yet. Right, gents?
Not me. These refugee types are ripe for the picking.
Shall we settle our difference of opinion now, then?
More bones approach!
Right, man. All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all. Right. I guess so. I'm sorry. What are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier. Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear. Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts. Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way. Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens. Well then, let me go!
Go ahead.
Bless you! The Darkspawn can have this place.
I feel like they probably aren't gonna... I'm a bet that there's some approval issue with that. Oh, really, actually. Shit. Alright. Apparently I've got to level up. Willpower, magic, and... Ooh. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. I'll get my cunning to 14 or so, and then I'll call it a day. Coercion. Coercion is useful. Definitely think that is the most useful thing here. God, I really want Fireball. we would do disorient.
What do you need? Ask away. Did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact. Well, they were flying dogs, you see. Surprisingly strict parents, too. And devout Andrastians to boot. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it? You have no sense of humor, you know that. Fine, fine. Have it your way. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, then you, Arlessa, resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
I hate that.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. And raised my dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
What you, Morgan?
What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her.
Okay.
No, quite true, but this part only. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed.
Flemeth was just sold.
The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome.
Thank you.
Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. I see. I find myself a little envious, to tell the truth. But it matters not. Let us move on.
Okay, why are you glowing? You have been glowing. What is going on with you? Are you hurt? What is going on? He has been glowing for like... Oh. Okay.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right.
Fucking hell.
Very creepy. Forget I asked.
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to.
Just
and
fuck
desiring
already.
to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi.
Well,
I also
I can help you
still
with the
think that
circle.
Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Let's go.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready. What do you need? Ask away. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. Oh, you aren't kidding. I think the Templar uniforms are as colourful as they are just so the Templars didn't feel dull in comparison. Last thing you want when you're about to take down some Maleficar out in the woods is to have him point and laugh at your taste in clothing, am I right? You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind.
I don't know how... I honestly don't know whether it'd be better to joke with Alistair or...
I never really felt at
like,
home anyway.
I don't know what is going to be the better
I joined
thing
the
to
Grey
do.
Wardens. And
in
Duncan
order
felt
to,
my Templar
like,
abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic. So I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Although that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way. I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Alistair Bruce. Ah, puppy. Okay. Brought me a very chewed and moist book. I love that. Good boy. I got my puppies behind me. Alright. Okay.
I want to go home. Where can we go? This is no better than what we left.
Mother says we have to run before the bad men get here.
I hate this.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go
You
around.
sound familiar.
You Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere.
I don't know whether you sound familiar because I've heard your voice in like a different game or something like that, but...
I'm just out here to keep an eye out for Darkspawn. Please ask someone in town. No offense. The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
What do you need? Ask away. Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? I do my best. What can I say? Let's see. I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years.
Okay, so maybe it is just better to joke around
That's
with
where I
him
learned
in
most of
order
my
to get him to
skills.
like talk to you.
Well, it wasn't an easy life, you know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I'm not exactly the Chantry type. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky. Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have. No, it's... I'm sorry. I shouldn't be... It's fine. He died a hero. They all did.
You're fucking
Come on, let's
glowing
go.
still.
I think I'm done talking. What do you need? You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did. I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry. I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
No, I get it.
Yes, I imagine you really have, haven't you? Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
You're welcome. Ooh, that actually fucking spiked the approval up quite a bit. Character record. It's plus 12 for him. Plus 11 for her.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
It does seem that way. Oh, I thought that was an actual dog. Dog! Okay, I can't do anything with it.
Yes.
Is there any fucking chantry? Merchant! Okay, so this over here is a merchant. I'm like, I need to sell some shit.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You
Fuck you.
profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman? You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more. Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving. Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you
Look
for
off,
your
Morrigan.
generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Like, Morrigan is...
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Actually, I might end up needing that. Gushy. Alright. That's enough for me. Morrigan disapproves. It's a good thing I don't particularly care to romance her, at least.
What do you need? Ask away. Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells. You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit. Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together. Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
I didn't even get any approval from that. Bandits everywhere. Accept.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts. Please, you're scaring the children.
You're also loud.
Better slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us. This man bears their evil stench. Can you not see
Evil
the vile
stench.
blackness that fills him? I watch the Black Horde descend on my people. I will not be silent.
Please stop! Somebody shut his mouth!
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This
No, you're
minion
not.
is but the first of those who will destroy us! My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some
What happened
of
to
us
your
fled
eyes?
here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn! No! I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn! I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her
Persuade.
off.
Always persuade.
Why am I here? I should not have come!
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us. You're right. We can't give up.
Persuade
But we
always.
can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Your king is dead! There is no hope!
Oh yeah. Fairly certain. Okay, I just had 2 of these. I didn't want to like put that on him if it wasn't something that he needed, you know?
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
Actually looking to sell something.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
Alright, I don't know why I opened inventory. I'm gonna open quests. North of Lothering. Alright. I think they're out that way. So it did say that...
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
With the Templar by the gate.
I'm just here to keep watch.
Alright, I don't think there was any way for me to go across, so I think I'm just gonna have to go through the town and then go from there. Chantry's over here. Do you need help finding your mother? Or is she dead?
Have you seen my mother? Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back. Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village. A whole silver! Wow, thank you. So, are you really an elf? Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody
He's
here.
racist.
Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome. I'm glad money apparently solved the issues there.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
What do you wish of me? We are hardly alone, so privacy is not an option. It is your question, however. Ask what you will. What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the Circle of Magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the Circle as you were.
Circle's a
but perhaps you felt a little
thing.
like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower. I thought so. There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
No, you're a mage. Maybe tied to a flagpole and oh, that's funny.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such
Little
talk. Let us
man.
proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Oh shit! God, that gave me so much fucking approval for her. Jesus.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps? Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps. Ah, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric. None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields. I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Well, I just can't make traps, man. That's all it is. Well, I was told to go over here.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of. Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs. Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies.
What kind of supplies do you
There's
need?
medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Further note for specifics. Okay. Elf fruit. I've got elf fruit in my inventory.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods? This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Thank you.
Thanks for the poultices. They may save some lives.
Alright,
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
I agree.
That marshman stole from me, I know it!
Okay,
Shokke basitisra, mara. Mara de twasit, abana kyun, maras. You aren't one of my
I know you.
captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you.
I know you.
Leave
I recognize
me
you.
in peace.
Don't remember your name.
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad.
Sten,
vanguard of
yeah.
the Kunari peoples.
I am Aleem.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then? Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true. Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance, it seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Okay.
Farewell, then.
Eaten alive by Darkspawn. That's cruel. I wonder why the revered mother's so afraid of him.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure that isn't she afraid of him because because the Kunari have like essentially unbridled rage, and didn't he kill someone or something? I don't know. I know that there's a something involved. I just don't know what. It's part of the reason why Kunari are looked upon so badly.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon.
And when the Maker spoke, the chant of light.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here. Might I suggest 30 silver? These poor souls will weep at your generosity. Thank you. What can I do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Kunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Kunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them. He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Kunari is a danger. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. Well, that is convenient. I had no idea the Kunari even knew he was here. Here then, take the key to the Kunari's cage and take him away.
I had no fucking reason to lie to her just then, but like, I had the option to.
What do you need? Ask away. I suppose I could, but I really would rather not. When the Grand Cleric let Duncan recruit me, she made me swear never to reveal Templar secrets outside of the Chantry. I'd rather not go back on my word. Ask me later, perhaps. Maybe I'll change my mind. This is not something small you're asking, after all.
When the chant spreads across all 4 corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
Oh, 5 gold. Oh. I'm dumb. I didn't know what sovereigns were. Oh. Oh. Alright. It's okay, I guess.
And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind...
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims. What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I did not want to fucking donate to that. Okay.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest. Why is that, if I may ask? I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern. If Arl Eamon were well, I have little doubt he would assist you. My quest, however, remains the same.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
You're welcome.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light scattered in the dark.
Yes.
Oh, well. Isn't that fun? I'm gonna go ahead and open it back up just to save, but either way I wanted to end the stream at 7 and it is 7:04. So like, not the end of the world. Is it gonna pick it up? There we go. Either way, I just want to make sure that I can get a solid save in, and then after I get a solid save in, I will probably end the stream, because I still need to cook dinner and go to sleep because I work tomorrow morning. Well, I guess I can go ahead and...
Maras Shokra. You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Alright.
I suggest you leave me to my fate. No doubt. What help do you seek? The Blight. My people have heard legends of the Great. Perhaps if you told her that...
Alright. So, I'm going to fucking speedrun this shit. I say speedrun this shit, but like... I'm gonna hurry through this shit and get him done and save. I'm also gonna skip through all the dialogue because we literally just went through it, so like, I don't really need to.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers.
I guess I don't need to give my money anymore.
I beg your... Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are... Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never... Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met... Why is that, if I may ask? Whatever the Cairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is... If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. I expect you to take advantage of the...
We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them.
And
That
when
is all.
the Maker spoke, a chant of light gathered.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? I understand. What can I do for you, then? It might have been... Then his next victims might count. That seems highly unlikely. Do you have any sort of papers to corroborate? A Grey Warden? Oh dear, I will have to ask you to leave before you bring trouble on our heads. To defend against the Blight? Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can No, I cannot. There will be too much trouble for us if we are seen cooperating with you.
Now we threaten priests.
Whoa!
What is the...
Your rep...
I see.
No.
I have no...
Should not have done that. I should not have done that. Oh, okay. I should not have done that. Okay, we're gonna... Okay. Maybe I do need to do the donation thing. Alright.
I have nothing to say that... I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the... I suggest you leave me to my fate. No doubt. What? The Blight. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden. Perhaps if you told her...
Arrived by Darkspawn.
Okay. I'm a little sorry. Just a little bit sorry. I did not mean to do that. Let's go ahead and... I didn't know I was going to be threatening him.
There's word of Darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde.
Who? Andraste's ashes are said to cure any ill... Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me... Thank you. I wonder, why is that, if I may... Whatever the Cairn has done or not done, the Arl remains... If nothing else, I am certain...
Alright.
That is all.
When the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness.
Very well.
Alright, here's what here's the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick save. I don't know why I named that the way that I did. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick save.
Will you be making a donation to the chantry? You look like you have salvaged... Might I suggest 30 silver? What can I do for you, then? It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his... The bandsman found the Canary, just stand... Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers. Well, that is...
Okay. I was not anticipating straight up threatening her. I like how that was minus 13 approval for Alistair. Like, holy shit. Alright. Let's go free him. Oh. I don't know why I keep pressing shift like it's gonna do.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Anyway! I love his awareness. I thought you'd like that. Alright. Oh, perfect. It saved.
You wish something more of me? I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this? The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Oh my god.
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I'm responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders. I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Oh.
Because I wished to. Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret. 20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most. Compared to your kind, maybe.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
You wish something more of me?
I do.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it. So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight. And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Would you like food? He's a level 7 warrior, mage, warrior. I don't want to part with Bernard.
Yes.
Honestly, I would rather have Bernard. I would rather have Bernard than Sten. Make of that what you will. But at random, can I change? I can. So, I am going to change my party real quick, though. Just to give Sten some items. Because he does not seem to have any. 11. Alright. There's that. I don't know if he's one-handed or two-handed, but there's that. I guess you're gonna get that. Go ahead and take an iron ring, I guess. Okay. And then we will go ahead and
Vashaden.
him and put our dog back. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And then call the stream a day. Because... yeah. Thank you. Oh, I got excited. I saw a new option pop up on Streamlabs.